Hello students, in this video we are going to start the new topic of physics, sources of energy. In these chapters we are going to understand the different type of sources of energy that are going to be used every day in our day-to-day life. So how to select all these sources of energy, what are the criteria behind to select the sources of energy, and why we require the sources of energy. At the time of ancient, what people were using the sources of energy, and currently what are the sources of energies are available, and what are their advantages, what are their disadvantages, how to generate the sources of energy. All these things were going to be highlighted in this chapter. Let us start the first one from the sources of energy. What exactly or what are the good sources of energy? Or else we can state it that what are the criteria to select the good sources of energy? Well, what are the criteria to select the good sources of energy? You know that. One of the very important criteria to select the good sources of energy is what? The source of energy must be in adequate amount. Clear? Whatever the source that we are using, that source must be in an adequate amount, has to be developed. Because of why that sources of energy in an adequate amount, until and unless the source is not enough or presents wherever it is we are going to be used. So then for that purpose we are talking about that the source of energy is what the first criteria to select the source of energy. That source of energy must be present in adequate amount. Clear? Now the second one, when we talk about the second criteria to select the good source of energy, it must be easily transport and store. What do you say? Is it important or not to select the source of energy or the criteria to select the good source of energy? Obviously, why? Because the transportation is a major problem over here right now. Why we are talking that whatever the source of energy is available, that source of energy must be easily transported and easily stored. Reason is very clear. If suppose you want to transport the source of energy from this point of view or from this point to what near about 2000 and 3000 kilometers, what do you feel? The cost of the transportation will add or not? Obviously the cost of transportation will be added, and that is what the reason. Again, there are so many problems that we need to be faced. So this is whatever the source of energy that we are choosing, that source of energy must be very easily transportable, and that has to be what? Very easily stored. The source of energy which we are having, that source of energy needs to be stored very easily. Otherwise, you know very well, right now, throughout the world, we are facing challenges to store this, what we can say, the sources of energy. Obviously, we are facing. Now, people are trying to find out the solutions of that. But we need to be, first of all, we need to be think. This is what the first criteria, this is what the first parameter to think about which one is the good source of energy. If that source of energy is what easily transport and store, obviously we can prefer it. Clear? And along with this transportation and the store of the sources of energy, there is a very important parameter, and that is what it is to be called as that source of energy must be easily available. अगर कोई सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे हम कैसे यूज करने वाले? दैट इज द रीजन द सोर्स विच इज दैट सोर्स मस्ट बी इजीली ट्रांसपोर्ट, दैट मस्ट बी इजीली स्टोर्ड, एंड दैट मस्ट बी व्हाट इजीली अवेलेबल. सो दिस इज व्हाट द सेकंड क्राइटेरिया इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So the third criteria, as you are focusing over here, that whatever the source of energy that we are using, that source of energy must be last long. Clear? If suppose we are using any source of energy, and imagine that source of energy as we have taken and it is going to be exhausted within 5 and 10 minutes, what will happen? Can we call that source of energy is going to be last forever? No doubt at all. It's not possible. So whenever we are selecting the source of energy, dear, we need to think about it that whether that source of energy is what going to be available for a longer period of time or not. If it is not, then we need to find it out another solution or alternate source of energy. Clear? Obviously we are going to be discuss about that, but this is the criteria first of all. क्योंकि source of energy पढ़ने से पहले हमें ये पता होना चाहिए कि source of energy जो है वो कितने और कैसे हमें उसको choose करना है. This is the important one. So then that must be what? Long period of time that source of energy must be there. Clear? And the fourth one, there is no doubt, this is the most important one, that is the whatever the source of energy that we are using, that must be economical. Why it must be economical? We know very well, हमारे पास बहुत सारे sources of energy होंगे. अगर मानकर चलो कि 10-15 लोग वहां पर है और उनको चूज करने के लिए छोड़ा गया है कि आपको ही जहां पर जाकर पसंद करना है कि कौन सा सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी करो. अगर जो महंगा होगा, obviously the people will not prefer. Clear? So that is what the reason. The source of energy is what must be economical. I am telling you that this is the most important parameter, because before using the source of energy, we need to be think about it. No doubt, whether it is going to be provided for the longer period of time, it is an adequate amount, the transportation and all the things. But at the last, even by just having the 360 degree, we need to be think about it economically. So then, this fourth criteria to select the source of energy is very important, frankly speaking. Clear? So this is the most important one. And the last one is here. This is obviously, it's not like that the economical is only important. Whatever the criteria that I have written on the board, all are what important one. And this is the most important. Right now, the people are facing a challenge about the pollution. Clear? Whatever the sources of energy that we are using, they creates a lot of pollution, and we know very well what challenges we are facing. Actually, we are facing the biggest challenge is the global warming, and that is happening due to because of one of the very important, it is called the environmental pollution. Clear? तो इसके बारे में भी हमें सोचना पड़ेगा. So these are some of the important criteria in case of the sources of energy. Remember that students, obviously, apart from that, there are some of the criteria are there, but I thought these are some of the criteria we should be think and we need to be highlighted so that we can understand the difference between the good sources of energy and the bad sources of energy. We don't want it to choose the bad sources of energy, which gives all these things. That is, isn't it? But we need to be think about what is the criteria to select the good sources of energy. Hope it is very much clear to all of you. Clear? Now, while selecting this, we are talking about the sources of energy, sources of energy, sources of energy. But what are the two types of sources of energy are there? Is there any method is there to choose the sources of energy? Obviously, the sources of energy generally it is categorized in two ways. It is classified in two ways. And what are the two ways? One is called as what? Conventional sources of energy, and the second one is called as non-conventional source of energy. Students, this is the most important, that sources of energy are classified in two types. One is called as conventional and the second one is called as the non-conventional. Now let us discuss about what exactly the conventional and what is the non-conventional. As you can able to see, I have just tried to do some little difference between the conventional and non-conventional. From that easily we can understand what exactly the conventional. Conventional are the sources of energies which are exhaustible and they are used extensively. Clear? They use what? They are using it extensively. This is a very important parameter. Clear? So these conventional sources of energy are exhaustible and we are using it extensively. Clear? And these sources, Babu, is formed long ago. This is a very important. When it was formed, these conventional sources of energy are formed long ago. How they are going to be formed, that I am going to tell you. But when these conventional sources are formed, these conventional sources are formed long ago, and the example of such sources of energy are called as the fossil fuels. What are the example? Fossil fuels. And also very important is that these conventional sources of energy is also called as non-renewable sources of energy. एक बार खत्म हो गया फिर से हम उसको बना सकते हैं ना, नहीं बना सकते हम उसको. That is what the reason. This type of source of energy is called as non-renewable sources of energy. And example are fossil fuels. What are the fossil fuels? Petrol, diesel, kerosene, isn't it? Natural gases. All these type of sources of energy are called the conventional. Whether the petrol is going to be exhaust or not, obviously diesel, everything. Clear? They all are going to be exhaustible and we are using it extensively. That is what the reason. Such type of sources of energy is called as conventional sources of energy. Now let us discuss about the non-conventional. What is the non-conventional? Those sources of energy which are not used extensively, that type of sources are called as non-conventional. हम ये जो sources of energy है कौन से non-conventional हम बहुत ज्यादा मात्रा में यूज करते हैं क्या? नहीं करते हैं. Conventional बहुत ज्यादा मात्रा में यूज करते हैं. मैं उसको बताऊंगा. क्लियर? लेकिन आपको यहाँ पर फर्क समझ में आना चाहिए कि कन्वेंशनल और नॉन कन्वेंशनल में फर्क क्या है एक्चुअली. So this is what the best example of this non-conventional is, that solar energy, sea energy, geothermal, nuclear energy, all these type of energies are called as the non-conventional sources of energy. And here, most important one is that they are renewable. These non-conventional are what? Renewable sources of energy. Can be solar energy is renewable or not? Yes. Sea energy, renewable. Geothermal, renewable. Nuclear, renewable. Clear? So all these are concepts to be called as the conventional and non-conventional.